Hey movie lovers, welcome back to Movie Mosaic, the channel that brings you every genre, every era, every story worth watching. From underrated hidden gems to iconic must-see films, we cover it all so you never run out of your next favorite watch. Today we're diving into 5 intense, emotional, and twisted tales of betrayal, desire, and forbidden love. 5 films that explore what happens when marriages break and hearts wander. We're counting down from Vera and The Pleasure of Others to Betrayal to Breathe In to Nocturnal Animals, and finally the Oscar-winning Drive My Car. Before we jump in, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with a friend who loves a good drama. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 5 is Vera and The Pleasure of Others, a bold coming-of-age drama from Argentina that dives into desire, secrecy, and self-discovery. 17-year-old Vera splits her time between volleyball, school, and a hidden hustle. She secretly rents out an empty apartment that her mother manages to teenagers looking for privacy, pocketing cash, while her mom stays completely unaware. But Vera doesn't just hand over the keys and walk away. She lingers behind the closed door, listening, watching, absorbing the intimacy happening just feet from her, and slowly her own buried longing for connection starts bubbling to the surface. The film is quiet, observational, almost voyeuristic in its style, forcing the audience into the same uncomfortable, curious position Vera occupies every single day. As her double life grows more complicated, her relationship with her distracted mother becomes the emotional core of the story, revealing generational secrets and unspoken tension. Critics called it a small gem with real chemistry between its cast. Coming in at number 4 is Betrayal, a Russian drama that flips the typical cheating story completely on its head. The film follows 2 strangers who cross paths and slowly fall for each other, only to make a gut-wrenching discovery. Their spouses are already having an affair with each other. Instead of confronting the obvious, these 2 decide to start their own secret relationship, mirroring the very betrayal that broke their marriages apart in the first place. Directed by Kirill Serebrennikov, the movie unfolds like a puzzle, stitching together fragmented scenes, symbolic imagery, and haunting atmosphere rather than a straightforward linear plot, leaving viewers to piece together the emotional wreckage themselves. It's less about dramatic confrontations and more about quiet devastation, exploring themes of revenge, loneliness, and the impossible search for stability after your whole world collapses. Franziska Petri and Dejan Lilik deliver restrained yet powerful performances as 2 broken people trying to rebuild something real out of the ashes of infidelity. At number 3 we have Breathe In, a quietly devastating drama starring Guy Pearce, Amy Ryan, and Felicity Jones that explores temptation hiding inside a seemingly perfect suburban life. Keith and Megan seem to have it all, a beautiful home, a loving daughter, and a stable marriage, until they welcome Sophie, a British exchange student, into their household for the year. What starts as innocent curiosity slowly transforms into something far more dangerous, as Keith, a stifled musician turned music teacher, finds himself falling for the much younger Sophie, blurring lines that should never be crossed. Director Drake Dormus lets the film breathe, pun intended, using improvised dialogue and slow, intimate cinematography to build unbearable tension without ever feeling melodramatic or over the top. Felicity Jones delivers a hypnotic performance, shifting effortlessly between innocent and calculating, making the emotional stakes feel painfully real. The film doesn't rush to judgment. Instead, it forces you to sit with the discomfort, the guilt, and the quiet unraveling of a family pretending everything is fine. Landing at number 2 is Nocturnal Animals, Tom Ford's stylish psychological thriller starring Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal that blends revenge, guilt, and heartbreak into one unforgettable experience. Susan is a wealthy art gallery owner trapped in an unhappy marriage to her unfaithful husband, when suddenly a manuscript arrives in the mail, a violent novel written by her first husband Edward, a man she abandoned nearly 2 decades earlier. As Susan reads the book, the story pulls her, and us, into a brutal parallel narrative starring Jake Gyllenhaal again, playing a man whose family vacation spirals into a nightmare of violence and loss. The 2 storylines weave together, forcing Susan to confront the devastating truth about the choices she made, and the pain she caused her first husband all those years ago. Tom Ford's direction is razor-sharp, visually stunning, cold, and deliberate, using striking imagery to trap viewers inside Susan's guilt and isolation. Aaron Taylor Johnson delivers a chilling, Golden Globe-winning performance as the film's antagonist. And finally, taking the #1 spot is Drive My Car, the Oscar-winning Japanese masterpiece that turned grief, betrayal, and healing into one of the most acclaimed films of the century. Ryusuke Hamaguchi is a renowned stage actor and director who, 2 years after his wife's sudden death, is hired to direct a multilingual production of Uncle Vanya at a theater festival in Hiroshima. There he's assigned a quiet, mysterious driver named Misaki, who chauffeurs him around in his cherished red Saab, and slowly the two begin opening up about their painful pasts. As rehearsals progress, Ryusuke is forced to confront Koji, a young actor connected to his late wife's secret infidelity, unraveling truths he spent years avoiding. Based on a Haruki Murakami short story, director Ryusuke Hamaguchi crafts a slow, patient, emotionally rich journey about mourning, forgiveness, and the walls we build to survive loss. And that wraps up our list of the top 5 cheating wife romance dramas that'll leave you emotionally wrecked in the best way possible. Which one are you adding to your watch list first? Drop it in the comments, and if you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button, subscribe to Movie Mosaic, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next movie countdown. See you in the next one.